Hello and welcome. It is all go on the Lego site after what can only be described as a very successful Cyber Monday, or in the words of other people from Helsinki, the worst Cyber Monday ever. But Lego, the group themselves, have come out swinging today with lots of new announcements. And they have literally, as of 5 minutes ago, just posted on their Instagram page that we will be receiving a new line of something under the Lego Editions name. Now, obviously, it's going to be all of the World Cup bits and pieces that's going to be happening next year because it's a joint World Cup between Canada, Mexico, and America. So it looks like there's going to be lots of sets coming for that. And that is going to be under the Lego Editions. And we will be getting all the images on the 3rd. So there's a little video up on Instagram at the moment from the Lego group themselves. And now we're going to play the waiting game to what is actually going to happen. It makes sense them doing it. It is the largest sporting thing in the world with regards to the actual final, so I can see why they're going to be doing it. But yes, there is a brand new thing coming in 3 days' time. Now, I did call it in the video that I did as a bit of a tease to this live stream, thinking that different bits and pieces had actually changed with regards to the new stuff that's coming out, because obviously Star Wars is coming out early and I was quite surprised to see that. And I was thinking, well, there must be something new that is coming, and clearly there is, because what it's going to be does look like it's going to be this World Cup bits and pieces. But we've got quite a bit to cover. So the Cyber Monday itself, let's be honest, we all knew what it was going to be. It was literally stayed up till midnight last night with a huge group of people just waiting for a polybag. Yes, that's basically what we did, and that polybag runs out in a few hours' time. But we are going to go over every single set that the Lego group has announced. I need to find out some sets for myself as well with regards to, I want the Bricklink Chalet, so I need to find the best place to actually pick that up from, see what the sales and bits and pieces are going on towards the end of the video as well, and we'll be around for the next 2.5 hours basically just messing around. So everybody, hello and welcome. And of course, if you are watching this on the replay, there is a poll running. In the poll, what set/theme do you think is best from today's announcements? Now, you've got the Ninjago anniversary, or the Ninjago bits and pieces. You've got the sets from Star Wars, the Lego City and Friends stuff, and then you've got the Marvels stuff as well. We will be taking a look at all of that this evening, and we will just be seeing, well, basically what about and other offers and things like that. But I've been thrown off ever so slightly with regards to this new line. I've tried to find it off on the Lego website and just type in Lego Editions and all those kind of things, and nothing's coming up. There's no little teasers, there's no little sort of Easter eggs or anything like they did with the Jurassic Park, and also what they did with Star Wars, or sorry, Star Trek. They haven't done that. They've literally just kept it quiet. So countdown is on until the 3rd, so it looks like we're going to get a lot more new Lego set announcements on the 3rd of January, on the 3rd of December. And of course, I do believe that's when the next giveaway is going to be coming out as well. So I am just killing time, waiting for the notifications to go out, because I know it takes a little while for them to go out. And then we will start to take a look, basically in order of what is available on the Lego website as of today. Midnight last night, when we were all joking, laughing, and just basically trying to kill time with regards to what the last live stream was all about. Midnight came after these after the giveaways came out, and all of a sudden, well, it appeared for the Star Wars. Now, they've actually, something's changed on the Lego website. Oh, I've done high to low. Let's go. I just want newest. That's what's changed. There we go. I was going to say that's not the same order that I've seen them in. So let's just scroll down, because it should be across the bottom 3 is the first lot, and we're starting off with the Star Wars stuff, and then we're going to take a detailed look at the Lego City trains. I know there's a lot of Lego City fans, so it'll be interesting to see what it is. Wouldn't mind picking up Bricklink when it's showing myself. Best price I've found so far is 250. Where have you found that? Because I would pay that now if I could find one. I would love to be able to get one about that price or a smidgen more, and to be honest, I would like to get it today or tomorrow. So that is what I would like to do. I'd like that as my Christmas build. So yeah, I've got the Art of Chocolate, and I am just trying to do a little bit of research of where to actually find one and pick one up from. So if you guys and girls are bored and you want to help me find one, well, we might be able to find one and do a bit of purchasing this evening, which would be nice and exciting. Yeah, see, I haven't, no. What is that? Is that on there at the moment, is it? Ooh. Okay. Right. Well, I will see. We will see what can be done. But yes, with regards to the poll, we have got 15th anniversary Ninjago, which we will be taking out. Probably we'll get to that about halfway through this list, I think. So, if you're a fan of, if you are or not a fan of any of the themes, everything has a little bit because we have got Star Wars, Lego City, Friends, Ninjago. There is Nightmare Before Christmas and something else that we need to take a look at. So, first thing first, if anybody is a Star Wars fan, this is coming to you on the 1st of January. Now, it's not available for pre-order. It'd be interesting to see if this does become available for pre-order or if it's just going to be an exclusive to the Lego store first. It'll also be very interesting to see if those things there are stickers or prints, because obviously on the UCS one, they were stickers. Yes, I've seen them all listed for about 3. I've seen them a couple of different places for about 3. So that's the max I would pay for it. And it is a gorgeous looking thing. So yeah, it is a very, very nice looking set. So I would like to get one of those in the next day or two, pick one of those up and basically see what's what. But yeah, we're going to go through all the little bits and pieces. So are these stickers, are these prints on the front of this? Are you a fan of any of the sets that have actually come out? And obviously feel free to let me know what it is you are building this evening. And of course, have you had anything delivered? Because I'm sure all of you guys and girls now are starting to receive your Enterprises, your Lion Knights castles, your Ninjago markets, all the stuff that I missed out on and didn't get and was very, very jealous when everybody was getting their own bits and bobs. And now we are already looking at sets for 2026. Some of these are January and some of them are actually in March. So it's going to be interesting to see what is going to be coming when, and the fact that they're going to be announcing the Lego World Cup stuff in 2 days' time. What month is that going to come out? Because I'm assuming it's going to be a full football stadium and they're going to go by how they did it before, because way back when you had, it was bigger than a 48 by 48. It was a huge thing, 2 big studded football bits, massive, and then you could actually buy the floodlights in separate packs, stadiums in separate packs, and the team buses in separate packs. So it'd be interesting to see what it is. And One Brick Stud, hello to you. How are we? How are you getting on with all of your builds? The 8080 does look incredible, and it's also very photogenic. And I've seen people actually use light kits on it as well, and it does look rather smart. Right, people are taking part in the poll, which is great. Thank you for everybody that's liked the video as well. YouTube love that. I know I sound like a broken record, but it seems to be what they like at the moment. So thank you very much for that. It helps the algorithm. So at the moment, we are 75% for the Ninjago. We're 25% for the Star Wars. Well, as we have people voting for the Star Wars, and we are looking at the mini cheese at the moment, we have got 3 Star Wars sets to take a look at. This is, just get the basics out of the way first, it's $69.99 coming on the 1st of January. It is 643 pieces, item number 75441. Now, of course, it's got the same matching box artwork as all of the others. Luckily, this is a complete miss. Get off. Complete miss for me, so I do not have to worry about these. But I do appreciate these because they do look very smart in person, and obviously it's quite a little detailed build. So if you are a fan of these, then obviously this is going to be coming to you on the 1st of January. I'm still trying to figure out if they're stickers or not. They are. They have added in the stickers. So have they used the same color, and is the color wrong, or have they got the color right this time? Because there's a big hoo-ha about it on the UCS version, if I remember rightly. So people weren't too happy that they were stickers, and there was something that wasn't quite right with it. Again, do you think these would look a little bit better with just one minifigure, or are you just happy that it is literally just a proper display piece? Because obviously you can take the little grid up and then you can just put one minifigure down there if you want to. But you can see it's over a base plate in length. So even for this scale, it is quite long. So it's 12 inches by 6. So I would imagine that it should scale quite nicely with lots of the other little bits and pieces as well. So if you have got any of these, then, well, hopefully you will enjoy them. Now, the votes are still coming into the Ninjago at the moment is 80%. We will be getting to that mech, don't worry. I'm just waiting for all the notifications to be sent out, and we will be taking a rather detailed look at Lloyd's mech. And of course, Well, if anybody's done the research already, you can let me know in the comments how important is the minifigure that is included within that set. So I've not spoiled for myself yet. I was going to do a bit of research with you guys and girls live. But you can see that they have added in a little bit of an Easter egg just in there. I'm assuming that's them the little things taking off and coming back out again, because obviously this is the main ship used in the Clone Wars. I'm assuming it's just a stud to represent, I don't know, the gunship and whatever the other ship is that they're going around. It'd be some sort of nonsense that they've done. But yeah, the engines, I do like the engines on the back of it, and it does look smart enough. You do get the nice box artwork on the back. So if you like it, you like it. If you don't, well, you don't have to worry about it, because you have got a fair few other little bits and pieces to take a look at. Now, let's go back to... Oh, I don't want to do that, did I? I don't want to go back home. I just want to go back to the main thing. Oh, scroll all the way back to the bottom, because we've got the AT-AT. What do we think of this AT-AT? So, coming on the 1st of January, it's $59.99, and it is 525 pieces. Again, with regards to what we are looking at, no minifigures included, but you have got the sort of wrap it around the legs, and you can see the stand. You've got the clear stand just on the back, sort of on its ankle. And it does look like you can actually whack that in maybe on any one of these, depending on where it is you actually want the ship on display. So you can pick and choose how it is you want to do. Of course, I'm assuming they're all prints as well, because I thought all of the UCS stuff now is not a sticker, it's a print. So that looks to me like it is actually a print. So the base looks clean enough. The only thing with this base, as you can see, there's no grids or anything where you could potentially put a minifigure with the driver, or just like a little helmet or something like that, just to sort of mix it up and change it up ever so slightly. But yeah. Oh, Wolf. Hello. I get the Razor Quest tomorrow, and I'm excited. Now, so backstory for Wolf. Well, for Wolf came in on the live stream as we were all wondering what's going on with the Black Friday. Saw how quickly the Razor Quest sold in the UK. Was worrying, and then second logged into the Lego website in America, got straight on and managed to bag a Razor Quest. So you can't go wrong with that whatsoever. So you are absolutely living the dream with that. Again, everybody that's liked the video so far, thank you very much indeed. And everybody that's taking part in the poll, thank you. So we're 71% for Ninjago and 29% for Star Wars. So I think Lego City will get a little bit of love when we start to get to those sets. Because don't forget, there is the new Audi that has been announced with the big truck, which I think has actually got quite a good price point, to be honest. I think that's a strong price point for that. And then you have also got the train that we're going to be taking a look at as well. And if you're wondering when we're going to cover the Cyber Monday announcements, well, you just have to wait and see, because we've already talked about the polybags, and that is all that had happened. Good evening to you, Shibo. How are you getting on with your Lion Knights Castle? Wolf's getting the Razor Quest tomorrow. One brick stud. What is it you're building? And Sean, what is it you're building this evening? Are you building anything at all? I am trying to hunt down 2 quite nice sets. So I'm trying to find the Bricklink Winter Chalet and the employee giveaway, and that is going to be my Christmas present to myself. And I'm going to build that over Christmas, because I'm sat here currently eating individual chunks of birthday cake, because I've got nobody to share it with, all by myself as well. So hence why it says H. So later on you might see an A, and there might be a P. So if I start getting very hyper, it's because I'm going to be eating lots and lots of chunks of that. Still can't believe the polybags are available. It's such a fantastic giveaway. Tim is all in on that. I know. I built mine though, Tim. And I'm not going to lie, it looked great. The polybag itself on the I put it on the fire roof, and it on one of the modulars, and it does look very, very good. So yeah, you can see it's just there, the Christmas fun. Weirdly though, the actual chimney is minifigure scale. So the minifigure, an actual minifigure works perfectly with that, but the brick build Christmas sort of holding the two things, I've kind of put them at the back of the display. But yeah, you can see with this one, it's just got the turrets on the front. It's got the tiny little bottom as well, so it's almost like it's got a little tail on this one. There doesn't look like it's got any flaps, so I don't think you can open it up and see what it's all about. But Tim, who knows? They might sell out. And to be fair, I would imagine they're still going to have them in store. So when this gazebo comes out on the 3rd, and again, breaking news to anybody that cares, if you are into your football or soccer, on the 3rd of this month, they will be announcing, I'm assuming, all of the sets on the Lego website or some videos with regards to what sets are going to be coming, because they have just uploaded a thing on their own Instagram page. So clearly we're going to be getting football teams, we're going to be getting football stadiums, we're going to be getting something coming. And I did say in a quick version of what we're doing now in the last video, the upload schedule seems to have changed this year with regards to Star Wars coming early and other little bits and pieces. So I was thinking, what is going to be happening with the Lego group in 2026? Because we know Pokemon's coming in February. So clearly we are going to be getting a lot of World Cup sets to be able to build up a football stadium. So that'll be exciting, because again, might be hard for some people to hear, but it is the most viewed sport in the world, and especially for the final as well. So I was actually checking the stats, and the Super Bowl, I think, is the 8th highest viewed thing for peak numbers, and the actual World Cup, I think it was like 3.2 billion. And the Super Bowl was like 220 million or something. So it's big difference. But I still would like the Lego group to do, when they were doing the stadiums. Can you remember when they did like Old Trafford and they did the Real Madrid stadium? I would have actually liked them to have done a Superdome or a Super Bowl stadium, but it's a bit hard when you've got the different teams. So I think it would have been the same problem we had. If you didn't support the club, you never would have bought it. But I would have liked an Olympic stadium. I would have liked all the different ones. So big football, big American football, a hockey, ice hockey, all that kind of thing, basketball as well. But they didn't. It died a death after 3, and it's because they picked all rival clubs, and obviously nobody would buy them. So they kind of shot themselves in the foot on that with regards to who they got the licensing through with them. But photogenic, I think it looks okay. If you're willing to pay 60 pounds, so $59.99 for 525 pieces, it is yours, coming on the 1st of January. Now, I know there's a lot of people excited for the Lego City stuff. Now, we were looking at Very yesterday, and the train that is on Very was £99, and it was the Polar, the express train. I think it was the Polar Explorer. Not that one. No. The blue and the orange. Whatever that one's called. Well, it's been replaced. It's been sold. It's going, obviously. And it's going to be replaced with a Christmas heist train, which is this. So there's actually quite a bit going on the box artwork. But with regards to... it's different. So what I want to do is I'm going to be comparing some new and old stuff as well. No building for me this evening, just chilling one brick. So yeah, I don't tend to build during the week as such. I tend to sort of maybe try and do it on a Friday and then have like longer builds. And the streams that I was doing earlier on in the well, that's actually a lie, because when I was actually streaming the builds, I was doing those midweek. But like the longer chunky builds, I was doing those over the weekends. So I was doing like 4 or 5 hours at a time just to get through it. I'm going to reread Tim's comment. Still can't believe that polybags, and they're still available with Willy Wonka and ×4 as well. So I'm sure Ryan somewhere is just adding them to his basket. Wolfscare said, when did you start the YouTube channel? I hope you get 100k soon. I told all my friends to subscribe. Well, that'd be fantastic, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be amazing? I would like to get to just 10. Would be nice. That would be nice. If we can get to 10k, that would be fantastic. It's been going a little while now, but the live streams properly like this haven't been going that long. I used to do the live streams quite a lot on Instagram, and then it's sort of their sort of platform got a little bit too toxic for my liking. So I just, rather than getting involved in all that kind of stuff, I just went quiet and then came over to the YouTube thing and basically just tried to build it up sort of slowly. But Very Lego, we are going to play Spot the Difference. Lego, no, L, with regards to what has been discontinued. So this is it. This is the one. Oh, the Arctic. I was right. The Arctic Polar Express train. Yeah, I keep saying it was a Polar Express, which is kind of true. So this is, at the moment, you can get this for £99. And I still don't know if this would work in the Winter Village display. But we are literally going to go photo for photo, new for old. So this was 179.99, 1,517 pieces. The new Heist train is 179.99, and it's coming in at 1,313 pieces. So you're not paying any more. You only get a few pieces left. However, the track and all that stuff is obviously to take into consideration because it's just slightly. See, you've got the tunnel up on this one. This one, you have got the crossing on the left-hand side. So again, new versus old. All of the bits and pieces is to do with the train on this one, whereas this one, which is the one that is retiring, you can see you've got all of these little bits up on there. I'm going to get the Lego. I'm going to get another Lego website open to do those images. It'll be a little bit easier. That's a little bit blurry. So what I will do is we'll get this back on. And you can just have a look at what tracks included, because you do get one piece of the crossing, you get 16 curves, and you do get 5 straights. So obviously you can make a good sized track. Now, if you have got the other train, which I'm just getting back up on the Lego website quickly, because you've got to forget there was 2 trains out at the time. Is you've got the passenger express train. So the other one that was available, which is this one, is the one for $139.99. And you can save it at John Lewis. You can get it for 104 because that's in their Black Friday sale. So this was 764 pieces. So it's obviously much smaller because you just get the little platform. And I'm assuming you get the same amount of track. But the one that I am comparing it to is obviously the one that we've just seen from Very, which was the same price. So it was 179. Like there it is. We've got it. So it's still full price on the Lego website. So this one, so we can now literally use image for image. They haven't uploaded many images yet of the older one, but you can see with regards to the track layout, what you've got on retiring, you've got this nice little tunnel bit, and you've got the cool little play feature going through. So I, again, was thinking, could this work in my own Winter Village display? You know, that they're trying to get to the North Pole and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, I'm not 100% too sure. But you can see with this one, you've got all the bits and pieces with the cool little snow, the water. So you've got people that could do lots of stuff with it. I'm selling it to myself at the moment, but I don't think I will get it because I do want the winter. Like I said, priority for me over the next 2 days is the Bricklink Winter Chalet, because I want it as a Christmas build and a live stream build, and the giveaway, the staff employee giveaway, if I can find it somewhere. But that is the old one. This is the new. You can see that it doesn't look like there's much going on, and I'm afraid the Lego website again has done it really dirty, because you've actually got to look at the box. But what you've got to take into consideration on this one is that you've got a crossing, so you can obviously make a display on the inside and the outside. You've got a helicopter with a rather interesting element, which is actually picking up a really nice looking safe, and then you've got a car as well. But for us to actually see all of that, we have to come onto the back of the Lego website. So you can see what they're doing with this. So you can either, you can do anything. So I'm assuming that the grappling piece on this is big enough to pick up the car off the back. Why there's a car on the back of this, I'm not 100% sure. I wouldn't know the reasons why. I'm assuming it's just one of those things. It's just, you guys and girls are going to have to fill me in on that one. Matthew, I like the formula showing now. I like it more. I'm really bang. Yeah, that's it. I like the formula showing now. When I like more, I'm really a big fan of the tree. What tree are you a fan of, Matthew? Let me know. If you type in the set number, I'll plonk it up onto the website. But you can see with this, you've got the wanted poster at the bottom. You have obviously got the nice looking minifigure that's up on there. And then this bit, I'm assuming, is a mobile prison cell. And this thing here with the Technics around is the prison safe. And I'm assuming the actual main locomotive itself is where all the batteries, yeah, there we go. It's where all the batteries and things are stored. So we just go up to this photo so you can see. You do get a handful of minifigures in this one, because what you've got 6. So again, if you're a Lego City fan, this could well be for you. And again, everybody that's liked the video, thank you very much indeed. And of course, everybody that is taking part in the poll, the votes are starting to go up. It's 42% for Ninjago, 33% for Star Wars. Lego City and Friends is at 17, and Marvel is at 8. So Matthew says, I like the new one for me. The train, not too bad. I'll probably pick it up, just go cheaper. Yeah, I think so. So you know that if this goes into a Black Friday sale, this will be £100 because that's what the Arctic one was. Still hanging on from some deal on the order. Yeah, that's it. I can't see it. I can't see it as well. But we will, once we've gone over all the basics on this, we will then just basically do a aftermath of Cyber Monday of our wish lists and see if we can find it from anywhere. But yeah, there's lots of pieces that seem to be moving on this one, because you can see on the main locomotives itself, you can see where the battery obviously goes, you can see where the minifigure rests, and then it does look like you've got maybe a double cell prison cell. It is just over 3 base plates in length. And you have got the safe. Now there's a picture of the safe being taken away somewhere. So you can see this one basically blows its doors off if you were to push the button down. So you could make quite a nice display with this one if you wanted to. You can see again how the cars all disconnect, all the trains and everything, the cars and everything comes off, and it is obviously got all the power functions. And it's on the front. So yeah, you can see it. The grappling hook is obviously big enough to take all of them off. So yeah, if you're a fan of this one, it's going to be yours. But bearing in mind this is coming on the 1st of March. So I'm not 100% sure why we're being shown stuff from March. I don't understand, because there's a couple of them coming from March, and we've got some from January. We've got announcements being made on the 3rd for the World Cup, and obviously we've got loads of stuff coming in February for other IPs and other licenses. So why this is up before other things, not 100% sure. So they've got it out. It's on the Lego website, so at least you guys and girls can see it. But so far, those are the 3 sets that we've covered. Pumpkin really needs to learn how to shut that door. So yeah, so you got the Venator at 69, 8080 at 59. The police train heist is at 179. So far, are we happy with those 3 that we've seen? Will anybody be getting any of those? I know there's lots of you waiting for the Ninjago one. You can see that it's going to be popping up soon. We are going to get to it literally after the BB-8. So this is the last of the Star Wars sets. So this one is coming on the 1st of January. Come up here. Come on. Good girl. So this is coming up on the 1st of January. It is $79.99. This is the one that we saw go live, literally live, when we were live at midnight last night. So question for the hive mind. If you use insiders points for... Oh, it's gone. I was going to read the actual. You're going to have to try it again. You're going to have to redo it. So there's people in the chat, I'm sure, that are better and well educated than I am. But yeah, if you're a fan of the BB-8 and you like the Astromech, it's yours for $79.99, coming again on the 1st of January. It's not available for pre-order, so I'm afraid you cannot get you can't get these poly bags. So I'm afraid some of you are going to be missing out on that one. It's got all the twizzly movements and all the other little bits and pieces on there. So a lot of people in the live stream last night said that they really like the look of this one. And I think this might have some new print on from what I was hearing from people. So there's potential that people might really be liking this one or not so much. So yeah, just have to wait and see what happens with regards to that one. And then yeah, you got all the little mechanisms and everything on the inside. So you've got a mix of Lego, a mix of Technic. The bit at the bottom again, it's a print, not a sticker. And then you've got the little character and the little minifigure on the front. So yeah, I think if you're a fan, I think you should be good. Right. So if you use insider points for a discount when giveaways are running, do you still qualify after the discount is deducted from the total? Hang on, I'm far too tired today. Oh, what do you mean? Do you qualify for the giveaway? Right. If you're using insiders points for a discount when the giveaways are running, do you still qualify after this? Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I see what you mean. Sorry. So yeah, if you say, for example, the giveaway the price point for the giveaway is £115. and then you use all your points and you use £15 worth of points, you will still get the giveaway because you are at that 115 price point. Yeah. So yes, you can use your points to get that giveaway, and that giveaway is on its way in 2 days. So on Wednesday is going to be interesting because I don't normally do any videos at all on a Wednesday because my working day on a Wednesday is horrendously long. But if they are going to be doing news about the football stuff, and they're going to be doing news of the giveaway and all of those little bits and pieces, it might just be a live stream on Wednesday night just for an hour and just see basically what's going on. Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. But I've got a plan in place to get that set. Yeah, so that's how I've always found it a case, because it's the points are earned because it's the technically spent. So yeah, when you go into store, for example, that's the easiest way I know, because if they go, do you want to use all your points? You go, yes, I use all my points. So they take it off and they go, you've only got X amount to pay, and then they just put the giveaway in the bag. So that's how you know that it does work. But with the point system now, you can now scroll how many you want to use. So you don't actually have to activate all the points at the same time. Because at one point you had to activate like £10 worth of points, but the set might have only been like £7, and then you would have lost the other couple of pounds worth of points if you didn't use it quick enough. So, but now you don't have that worry. You don't have that worry online. So I suppose the big question is anybody, not that I don't think it's a big deal whatsoever, but is anybody going to go into store on the Wednesday to break the price point of whatever is needed for the gazebo giveaway, or are people just going to order it online and wait for it to turn up? How is people going to do that kind of thing? But yes, what we are looking at now is a very, very quick look at the BB-8, $79.99, 1st of January, 569 pieces. That is covered all of the Star Wars bits. We'll do a recap at the end, and I'm sure people will be asking questions about different sets and things like that. But we are about to go on to the Ninjago one. So we have got the big one, which I think a lot of people are looking forward to doing. In fact, we've got the Star Wars stuff is out of the way. Right, the Mech. The 15th anniversary Mech. Now, this is coming, which is a bit weird, coming on the 1st of March as well. So the other Ninjago set that I do believe, before we actually, hang on, I'm not teasing you, but I'm just going to double check the date of the other one. Just look at the little group that's there. Have I gone the wrong way? Oh, it should be the right way. No, I am going the wrong way. Where is it? There it is. So this is 1st of January. So we got one Ninjago set coming on the 1st of January, and this is $89.99, and you get 1,259 points. And then the Mech is part of the anniversary, which means you are going to get a very hard to find or a very worthwhile minifigure. And I did see a little reveal video online from people, and it does look like it's a beast of a thing. So basics, it's $119.99 coming on the 1st of March. It's 1,293 pieces. Item number 71860. What do you guys and girls think of that? Are you a fan of this? Fair enough. Yeah, order online for me. Closest Lego store for me is an hour away in Ford. Yeah, mine's about 45 minutes. But because it's going to be smack in the middle of a working week and it's coming out, I can't get there because the Lego stores do open. They do stay open till like 8-9 p.m. But it's just I just have not got a chance because I'm still going when the Lego store shuts, and then I won't be able to go up there Thursday. So I'll probably make an order myself on the Wednesday, and then hope it arrives at the weekend, and I can actually start doing my Christmassy stuff. But what I would like to do, like I said, is I want the Bricklink Winter Chalet, and I want to be building that over the Christmas period as well. And there's one set that I'm going to get from the Lego group with that giveaway, and then that'll go into my Winter Village display as well. So that'll be nice and exciting. So everybody that's jumping in and out, hello to everybody. Hopefully you are good. The poll is ticking over nicely. We're currently up to 12 votes. Ninjago, which is the one that we're looking at now, is at 42%, 33% for Star Wars, 17% for Lego City and Friends, and 8% for Marvel. So yeah, we will see how many people jump in this evening. It was a late night for everybody last night, all for a polybag. Let's be honest. I think the excitement of Times 4 Willy Wonka has made everybody tired, and I was up really early this morning as well. So I hardly got any sleep. So this is all a bit like a bit of a blur at the moment. So Mech is massive. This is based on, I think it's based on one of the original Mechs. And what they've done is that they've just beefed it up and bulked it up for obviously being Lloyd. They have added in this really cool looking minifigure just down here, but that's not the exclusive minifigure. The exclusive minifigure is actually in the box. So the one that is catching everybody's eye, because they haven't uploaded all the photos yet, look, see? You've just got that character down there, and it says 7 to collect. Is there a photo of him anywhere else that is not on the... No. That's it. So they've given us the Mech with the box, and Mech on the back of the box. So it does give us the height. So it is 13 inches. It is 13 inches tall, and as you can see on one of the front photos, he can hold on to his wings. So this thing up here, you've got 2 of these. They will clip together and basically becomes a shield. So can you see this bit here? This bit is on the box as well. But his shield, they are kind of like the wings for the Mech for when he flies. So it's it does look pretty smart, but I think a lot of people are intrigued with the Ninjago minifigure. So let's have a read of just who that one is. Don't forget the polybags are still available for the Cyber Monday thing. Right, Team Boys, Team Girls, and Majestic Ninjago fans. I'm 14 and up. The 15th anniversary Lego Ninjago TV show with the highly impressive and feature-packed toy mech, the Lego Ninjago, Lloyd's Mech, 15th anniversary, 718 action figure. Yeah. Right, so that is, it's the original for that. So 70, I'll find that in the background. 706, so we can do a side-by-side. Let's have a look at what this one is. And I know there's quite a lot of Ninjago fans. So the question is, will you be getting this day one? Do you want to get it in a sale? So what the new Mech is based on is this one. That's what they're basing it on. So you can see it's a big size difference. So this is the original Mech that they've beefed up and done. But you can see with the original Mech, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minifigures included with that. And it was 876 pieces. So that was the crew that they gave us in the first Mech. And now they've gone for this more sort of much bigger, more of a display thing, haven't they, with what they're doing for this one. That one there, and you do get just the one minifigure. So it's from the same faction, but it's not the same minifigure, I don't think. So let's be honest, the minifigure selection in this thing is a lot better. But it's always nice that a redos. I would imagine that this original Mech here would be probably quite a lot of money now, because you've got the weird and wonderful spinjitzu things that they spin around in. So you've got all the different stickers. You can see how it's all done differently on the back. Box artwork and everything does look great. I don't know if Trickle Bricks actually has this one, because the figures on this one are fantastic. But if you don't have this one, because it just the size difference and the look of what they've done between the two. So I get this image up large for everybody. So we've gone from that to that. Are we happy? Do we think that looks like it's an upgrade? Is this a building experience upgrade? Are you happy that they've just made the mech a lot more detailed and just taken all the minifigures away? Weaponry, I think, looks there or thereabouts the same. It's much chunkier on the legs, much more bulkier up top. They said that they based it on the coal mech, like the big chunky coal mech that we did. But yeah, looking at the Titan mech and then jumping straight over to the 15th anniversary, huge difference. And don't forget, this has got 1,293 pieces in, so there's a lot more pieces in this. So let's have a read. So this mech features several posable body parts, including wings, legs, feet, arms, and shoulders, cockpit for a minifigure. It also comes with a large sword, and for the first time ever, a shield that can be repurposed and placed on the back as a pair of wings. So that is this thing that is just there. So it's look for the golden red circle of it, and then as we scroll up on the back of the box, you've got half a wing up top. Where the other half's gone, I don't know. But on the very, very bottom of the box, you can see the two wings, and they've got them side on. So are they just twisted? Not too sure. Maybe it's directly behind his head. Yeah, it is. They've just twisted. They've just twisted the wings round. So yeah, so you can see that sort of half image with the red, which looks smart. Obviously, what they have done a little bit. Well, they've done it for the first time as a shield, and as we scroll down, you can see that is that bit just there. So, be a bit of a cool feature. It's got to be careful that it doesn't topple over, because I would imagine you need to make sure that the pelvis is in line, otherwise it will want to topple over and fall over. So there's repurposed and placed on the back is a pair of wings. The model building kit comes with 3 minifigures. Lloyd, Grimfax, who is the geezer at the bottom from the TV show, plus the collectible Master of Ice. So we have now got, is it Earth? The first one's Earth and the next one's Ice. And I wonder if all of those minifigures are going to be needed for the big Ninjago set that is potentially going to be shown sooner rather than later. When that's now going to be shown with what they're teasing on their own Instagram page, I don't think there's going to be enough days between now and Christmas for them to get all of the sets out. So I think I've got a sneaky feeling that the modular might be announced day after Boxing Day. They might go back to the old school way of doing it and just drag it out all the way through the month. Especially, we're going to get this new line of football sets that are going to be coming out as well. So yeah, there we go. So that is the name of the minifigure. So you know Lloyd, Grimfax is the chap down at the bottom. So he is obviously from the TV show. And then you've got the collectible Elemental Master of Ice. I did wonder who the Elemental Master was. I've seen all the TV shows. I just need to figure out what episodes he's from and just give myself a bit of a recap. But it says you've got 1,293 pieces. And that is basically it. And then they just bullet point everything down. Yeah, all exactly the same. So it is 12.5 inches tall, or 32 centimeters. So again, got some height, that one. Hopefully people are happy. Hopefully people are happy with this first set. I mean, there's another Ninjago set to take a look at, obviously, and there is obviously there's already one that's been announced for January, but this mech is announced for March. So yeah, it's going to be a fun and games with regards to trying to get all of these minifigures, because I would like those figures. I just don't really have the need at all for any of the, like this, for example, I've got no need for. I don't have any of the mechs, but then I just don't think I would need it. I could be stupid, buy it, take that figure out, and then just sell it. But it's just probably a very expensive way of getting the minifigure. I think a lot of people probably would end up doing that, especially when they all battle each other. And if you've seen the TV show, right? So this is technically under the Lego. It is. See, I wasn't lying. Under the Lego City banner. But we have now been introduced for the first ever time. Audi have finally got into F1, and they are back into the racing thing. So obviously they have taken over one of the teams in the F1 already. They are now entering the grid under the Audi name as of next year. So we will be getting, I would imagine, a Speed Champions car as well, which will more than likely be designed at the moment. You can see how the Audi's on a set of slicks though. Look how slick those tyres are. Now, I said this in the quick video that I uploaded before. For a licensed IP, because it is F1, it's $39.99. Look at the size of that truck, and you get 508 pieces. So for a smaller car, that truck must be enormous, and you get 3 minifigures. So I think, to be fair, that's actually quite a good price. But for whatever reason, this is another thing that is coming on the 1st of March 2026. So yeah, why we're getting all the March announcements before we get all the January announcements, I'm very confused, because I thought we get loads and loads of stuff coming for January, but it does seem to be that we are now this is the third set that we've taken a look at. That is in March. So yeah, just be careful, because again, this is not available for pre-order yet. So Matthew says, I like the new Ninjago set. It looks cool. Yeah, I think it looks good. Are you a fan of those minifigures, Matthew? And what do you think of this set as well? Is this going to be added to your Lego City stuff, or is this just a nice simple pass for you? So again, big truck, nice looking car. Audi is back in it for the first time. This would have gone well with obviously with the pit lane and everything that they've done. Just want to see the size of everything. So it's just under a base plate in length. It's 9.5 inches long now. So it's big. So it's a big thing. So it's a base plate in length. So just under 32 studs long, that truck. So yeah, I think that's a very fair price, to be honest. So yeah, hopefully you guys and girls agree with that, and you're liking the looks of the stuff that we've seen so far. Right, so we have got still to come. We have got some Lego Friends, we got some Marvel, we've got Nightmare Before Christmas, more Spidey stuff. We've got Up and more Marvel, and we're going to finish on the little Ninjago mechs. So yeah, we are tucking through nicely with all the different bits and pieces. To everybody that's in the background, welcome, hello. Hopefully everybody is all good. Thank you very much again for everybody that's liked the video so far. The poll is up to 42% for the Ninjago, 33% for Star Wars, 17% for Friends, 8% for Marvel. And I wonder how that will change as people start coming in and seeing some little bits and pieces. But it is a very, very stormy Monday evening here in the UK, so I can imagine that lots of people are just tucked up and just do not want to know what is going on. So yeah, just let us know whatever you vote for, whatever it is that you would like to take a look at. Again, if you're building anything, let me know. We will be taking a look at whatever is left on the Lego website, and by that time it'll be time to end the stream anyway, because we're only going to be doing it for around about the 2-hour mark, unless all of a sudden loads of people jump on like they did last night, and then we'll wait and see what happens. But I'll get your opinions as we go for all those bits and pieces with regards to what we are looking at. So Family House, $59.99, coming on the 1st of January 2026. Packed full of different casting characters. Obviously, the Lego Friends stuff is very, very colourful. This has been going on now for a very long time as well. So I've seen much of it, but I know for whatever reason, the actual TV show and everything, they changed all the characters, because the characters were in the show for so long, they all grew up and left. Whereas obviously Ninjago, they kind of they did the sort of the multiverse of madness / Marvel-y bit of Mortal Kombat, so they could keep all the original ninjas. Whereas this, they actually just binned every single one of them off, and now they just reintroduced a lot more. And of course, when they introduce a lot more, If you want to collect all the characters, well, you've got to buy a lot more sets. But from a color perspective, this is extremely bright. Obviously, it does work with all the normal Lego bits and pieces as well, but it's just got the mini dolls instead of the minifigures. Do people like the dolls or do you prefer the minifigures? Matthew says, do you like? Do you like? I like the other sets with the figures. I'm definitely picking up though because I brought all the others for me for one. Oh, happy days! I'm a fan of the Ninjago so far. I think the Ninjago set for me is the nicest looking set. But my problem is that I don't need the mech. I don't want a mech. But I do want that new Elemental Vice minifigure because that minifigure does look nice. Because I think the Elemental Masters, some of them are first time in the line, and some of them are also very, very hard to get hold of. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see exactly what unfolds with everything that happens over the next week. I think it's going to be very, very busy for announcements. So it wouldn't surprise me if we'll be getting more and more announcements as we go. But no, with regards to this, it's a nice enough scale. You can see 7 plus 946 pieces. It is item number 46287. It's got the Play Dollhouse features on the back. So again, it's got all the studs where the minifigures can stand. Does look like you got a, I don't think I've ever seen those stickers before. I'm assuming they're stickers. It could well be prints. You can see another working toilet. So here we are in 2026, and they are still putting in toilets for everybody. So it's got to be, there must be a designer gag that's going on at the moment of how many toilets they can fit in all of the sets. You've got blue milk. You've got sunscreen. You've got some other, what other bits and pieces are in there? Tea bags, chopsticks, food, fish. I think there's koi on the wall, isn't there? So yes, lots of bits and pieces going on. I'm assuming that's a lizard. And then you've got a paintbrush. Okay, yeah, paintbrush rollers. Yeah, that's what they're for. And then obviously doing some bits and pieces on the back. So yeah, if you're a fan of Friends, then yeah, you should be good. Have I built the hot chocolate stand yet? Yes, I have. It is incredible. It really is an incredible thing. It's a big thing as well. I will grab it for you. Bear with me. And the minifigures are really good with it. Pumpkin can keep you entertained. There she is. Fast asleep. So luckily, I have all of my Winter Village stuff to hand. But yeah, this thing is amazing. So let me just stop sharing that for a second. Yeah, so this, it's very, very smart. It's a really good size. I love all the chocolate bits and pieces that are on the bottom. Ryan is very, very kindly actually going to send me another one in the post because he got so many. And he didn't think I was going to be able to get one. And I got given one, obviously, with my train. But I'd love to have a second one. And Ryan's going to send me one down, which is very, very kind. But yeah, with regards to the scale and size of this thing, it's a really nice build. And I think the gazebo will go perfectly with this. So even Pumpkin agrees. So what I'm going to do is when I get the gazebo, I will do a side-by-side comparison. But yeah, it's big. I mean, the images of what's on the Lego website, it never does it justice. So yeah, it works perfectly with the Winter Village display. And you have got really nice prints, which is amazing. So like there's a menu thing just on the inside in there. Can you see it? That black bit on the back there, that's a print, which is pretty impressive. I think you get one. I think you get like 2 stickers and the rest are prints. But I really like the little bench. So you can obviously just see, and you've got all the chocolate bits and pieces on the floor. So yeah, it's a nice thing. I think it works. I think it works really well. There's Plunk. Let's get this back up. And we are carrying on with this. So yeah, so I want to get the gazebo, and I will do because I was going to do a review on this, and I thought, well, what I might as well do is wait for the gazebo, and do what I did with the winter train and just do a side-by-side comparison of the both, because I think people would like to see both of them. Yeah, see, that's exactly what see, I'm going to wait on the winter gazebo and then build both to add to the winter village. Yeah, that's it. Just if you can get both of them and just plonk them in. I've got that at the front. I'm doing a video. I'm going to film a video on Thursday of my winter village. It's just behind me, and I've literally got the train track going behind this one, and then there's an ice skating rink behind it, and it goes into like a little winter market. So I think it works. I think it works quite nicely, to be honest. I think it does the trick for me. But yeah, I'm really happy with this, and the fact that the gazebo comes with, the official images are on the website. It comes with 3 minifigures. The fact that you're getting 5 Christmassy minifigures to add to the winter village, it bulks it up nicely, because you do need lots of Christmassy jumpers going on. Otherwise, it doesn't quite work. But yeah, the gazebo I think is going to be a good size. It's just going to be. I just wonder what price point that gazebo is going to come in at. That's the only thing, because I think it's 115. But we could be surprised, and it could be slightly cheaper. But I don't know. So on to the first Marvel set of this evening, which is the Miles Morales versus the Spider-Man 2099. Now, I have a feeling that this is a lot less printed minifigure to what came with the CMFs. You're praying for a time to go. Could you imagine if the Orient Express went in Yo-Yo, Shibo, and JJ? How are we both? Hopefully you are good. So Shibo was just saying, I'm praying for a ×2 XP event to overlap the gazebo. I would love that, because what I want to get on ×2 points would be fantastic. And then getting the gazebo as well would be amazing. Glad you are good, JJ. Hopefully. Have you seen, what do you think of the new Mech? Are you a fan of the new Mech? It does come with obviously the exclusive minifigures. Again, everybody that's liked the video so far, thank you very much indeed. And the poll is changing all the time. So now to 15 votes on the poll, it's 40% for Ninjago, 40% for Star Wars, it's 13% for Lego City and Friends, and it's 7% for Marvel. So it's tinkering and tinkering. So yeah, the Mech itself, I think so far is the biggest set that we've seen. But yes, that would be quite nice if we could get, because that'd be the third, wouldn't it? So we think that giveaway is going to happen on Wednesday, and then there's going to be a new announcement from I think it's called Legacy. It's on the Instagram page for the Lego group, so you can see what's going on and what it's all about. But it's all going to be to do with World Cup, and I'm assuming they're going to bombard us for a month with the football World Cup stuff. So I'm assuming you're going to be able to build like a full-blown stadium, loads of minifigures. So I can see people making up some really nice things. Now, the 99, I want to just keep this picture up, because what I want to have a look at is the CMF. So I want to have a look at... let's have a look, see. Where are we? CMF. We want to compare the 2 minifigures, because the 2099 on the one compared to the 2099 on the other, I've got a very funny feeling, is basically night and day. So what we have coming up on your screen now is the CMF version. So you can see what that one looks like. You've got all the bits and pieces on the torso, and then you've got this one, which just looks like it's 100 times more expensive. JJ says, can you give me something for free? If I get something, I can do my very best, but I'm actually getting something for free, well-ish, from Ryan, because he's got too many hot chocolate stands, and he felt sorry for me that I didn't get anything myself, because I didn't get anything over the Insiders weekend, Black Friday, or Cyber Monday. So I didn't get a thing. So I was sat here watching everybody buy the stuff. But obviously, if you've got that CMF minifigure, congratulations to you. But you can get this one and pair it up, and these two do look, I think, quite smart. Obviously, coming in with the age range that is coming in at. So the price point I think is quite good. It's $12.99. You get a standard mech with a big sort of couple of big blast effects. You get the Spidey rope and all that kind of thing. Obviously, they've gone back to the more entry level prices with nice little King minifigures. 135 pieces. Item number 76337. So yeah, if you like this one and you've got this one, then you are absolutely laughing. Now, don't forget, JJ, I'm assuming you heard nothing else about your Ninjago market. So that was gone and done. I'm assuming Shibo's building the Lion Knight's castle, and we've got potentially a couple of people thinking of getting bits and pieces sorted. Matthew, what is your thoughts on the Lego City stuff? So yeah, we got all sorts of stuff there. And I'll be looking at the Orient Express later on, Tim. I'm just going back through everybody's comments just to see what's going on with it. Right, we've had another like and another vote. I know you just voted again. So now Ninjago and Star Wars are drawing again, but somebody's also voted for Lego City and Friends. So that's now up to 16 votes. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see. At least there's something for everybody in this. There is something for everybody. And again, with the price point of this one, with all the little bits and detail and everything on there, and this is obviously their sort of standard larger size pieces that they're doing. This is kind of like a hybrid of what, like a 4+, and with the parts usage of the bigger bits, and then just some of the Technic pins and other little bits and pieces just to make it up. So I'm sure some people will be very, very happy. Some people will be very, very happy with this, whereas other people probably don't really care for it at all. Oh, okay. So what gifts did you get? So just run me through then, JJ. So your mum got up super early, ordered the Ninjago markets, and then got an email saying that it had been cancelled. Because I've heard this in the comments from a few different people that they're gone, but you're still going to get all 3 giveaways. So you can't go wrong with that. And I'm assuming you're going to get some extra points, hopefully, as an apologetic gesture as well. Sean says, Insider's Hall. Here we go. You got the Gringotts, the Disney Castle, the Alpine Lodge, and Santa's Post Office. Oh, that is a haul and a half. That is haul and a half. So for your Gringotts, I'm assuming that's on massive back order. The Disney Castle sold out as well. In fact, every single thing that is on your list. So Disney Castle has gone. The Alpine Lodge has gone. The Santa's Post Office has disappeared. So all of those have gone. So a lot of people, I think, thought that the Insiders, Pumpkin's gone. The Insiders was a lot better than the Black Friday. So yeah, it seems to be that obviously now Lego just don't stop, do they? So they've literally gone, no, we didn't give you much for Cyber Monday with regards to everybody staying up till midnight, but as a reward, here's a lot more sets that you can now spend your money on. Starting in January and moving all the way through to March. But this one is coming on the 1st of January 2026. With regards to the bigger sets that we think are coming on the 1st of January, and obviously it's all guesses or it's all if buts and maybes, but do we really think that we're going to get the large Ninjago set, we're going to get the large modular and potentially the large Stranger Things set all on the 1st of January, or are they going to stagger it? Because what are they going to do? Right, we're onto the flower pot. On to the flower pot next. So this flower pot is coming on the 1st of March. $44.99. It is item number 43288, and it's 346 pieces. So we found this one. I do, JJ. Yeah, that's what I've been building up on my live stream. But I picked it up on double points last time. So I missed out on all of the giveaways, but I picked it up a while back. So I'm very, very lucky because I have managed to get the Ninjago City, the docks, the gardens, the markets, and the workshop. So I've got all 5 of the Ninjago ones. I have seen, yeah, the markets. The markets is it's a nice set, but don't forget that there's supposed to be a really big new Ninjago set coming in January. So maybe you might miss out on the markets, but it might allow you to get this really impressive set in January instead. And supposedly the pictures are going to be coming in the next few days. So fingers crossed. I know you gutted and upset that you missed out on that one, but you never know. You never know. You might actually like the one that's coming out in January better. There's reports that it's supposed to be magnificent. So yeah, I think there's a lot of people really intrigued just to see how strong that new Ninjago set's going to be. And obviously, this is the didn't even say what it was from. It was the Nightmare Before Christmas set, wasn't it? Because it's on the box artwork just down on there. I actually got this in minifigure form, but this is in the sort of the doll aspect that they're doing with the black cat. And this one does open up around the inside of the flower pot there. So yeah, you can see that it all opens up, and you've got all of this sort of probably a hybrid of, they look like the hybrid of prints and stickers thrown in on this one. So if it's your cup of tea, then obviously that is coming soon. Is this going to be March or is this January? March. So that's the fifth. That's the 5th set that we've seen, I think, for March. So yeah, it's yeah, they seem to be doing weird and wonderful things with regards to that. Cauldron set. Is that on the what's the give me the SKU number for that and I will type it in and have a look. Let me know what that one is and I can have a look for that one and we can see it and share it. And of course, if there's anything else that you guys and girls are thinking of getting, because like I said, I've made a list and I am going to do my very, very best to make this Christmas as nice as possible. And I want to get a nice Christmas build, and it's going to be, I have decided, it's going to be the Winter Chalet from Bricklink. So I just need to pick one of those up, and then I can just enjoy it little bit by little bit. So that'll be fun. I've missed a whole page. I was looking for page 2. I will click on page 3. So back to Spider-Man Marvel. So this is coming out. There's quite a lot of sets coming out on the 1st of January from Marvel. All seem to be in quite a good price threshold. What was it then? So Shibo says, I want to tell you the little set I picked up during the Insiders weekend to complete the threshold for the giveaway was an excellent choice. Lots of useful pieces and a nice beachfront hut. Let me know what it is, and I will type that in onto the Lego website as well. And then we can have a go. JJ, goodbye. You take care. I've just seen that, so you've got to go. Not a problem. You look after yourself, JJ. Enjoy the rest of your day, evening, morning, depending on where you are around the world. So yes, so you've got the Spider-Man versus Doc Ock for $24.99. Obviously coming in on the 1st of January. That's the selection of mini figures. I do like the face print on Doc Ock. I do like his goggles. I think it does look pretty cool. Obviously, all too basic. No leg print, no arm print. Just not apart from obviously Spidey. Does look smart enough. I think again, as what they seem to be doing with a lot of the Marvel stuff is lots of minifigures in there, and then they are just bringing that price point down. Oh, very, very good. I'll be looking at that after. So yeah, the one piece windmill. Actually, that's a great idea with regards to. Oh, you thought okay. Oh, we've had a swing and a miss. We thought one of the sets had been. We thought the Harry Potter had officially been announced, and it hasn't yet been. And of course, we haven't had the official CMF minifigures yet either. And I keep thinking that they're on the Lego website, but the official minifigures aren't on there either. So that's why I can't quite understand why are they giving us loads of images for March when there's so much stuff that are going to be showing us for January. But yeah, if you're a fan of these minifigures, then obviously let us know. but it is coming in at $24.99. 1st of January, item number 76338. It's 315 pieces. Smart enough. Again, it's just a nice thing. Again, with it being Marvel, higher minifigure count, lower price point, nice entry level. So this is more of the more expensive entry because there's obviously 2 mechs going on, whereas a lot of the other Marvel sets have been a little bit lower. One that I can see selling quite well. I don't know why, but I can see a lot of people wanting to go for this. So we've got the jumpsuit Groot at $54.99. This is on the 1st of January as well. 604 pieces. Are you a fan of this? Because I know quite a lot of people, when the other Groot came out, they went mad for this when this came out. Yeah, they do. They don't. So yeah, I agree with that because we were looking yesterday at the 3-in-1 Creator Surf Shack, and then we're looking at the lifeguard vehicle that went with it. And I thought, oh well, with the lifeguard vehicle, it means that they'll be doing like a lifeguard set. They'll be doing like a beachfront set. No, they didn't. They just cancelled. It was out for 12 months or whatever it was out for, and then that was it. They didn't do anything else. But this is a 10+ set, 76314. Again, 604 pieces. The red looks nice. I do like the zipper on the front. I'm not 100% sure how, if that's just gonna be on like one long printed piece, and then you're going to cover it over. Hopefully it's not a sticker, because if you got that wrong, that might be a bit of a pain in the backside. Again, everybody that's in the background and like the video, thank you very much indeed. The poll is changing all the time, up to 18 votes now, but it's still drawing for Ninjago and Star Wars. They're now both at 33%, and it's nice to see that the Lego City and Friend is coming up to 22, and the Marvels also come up to 11. So if there's anything that you are excited with regards to the announcements of the stuff that we're looking at now, or the World Cup announcements that Lego had literally just made as well, let me know in the comment section, and obviously I will do my best to find any of the images that I can possibly find. If you are building anything in the background, let me know, and obviously then we can get that up on the screen, because we will be taking a look at the One Piece beach hut. There we go, hut, and then we're going to be seeing. I don't think I'm going to be able to find that image for Harry Potter, so I don't think we can go. I don't think we can go for that. But there might be something else that we could possibly do. But yeah, I think people might be potentially quite excited about this one. Full stop. So we started Cyber Monday with a strong positive quote all the way from Helsinki, and that quote within the first, I just came out of nowhere, that quote as well. The worst Cyber Monday ever. And now we are coming to the end of the 24-hour period, and it has been confirmed by Gareth that Cyber Monday sucked. End off. Yes, it did. It did. Especially when we know that the gazebo is going to be coming out in a couple of days' time. Ninjago, somebody just voted for the Ninjago. That's now gone up to 35%. Star Wars is at 30%. Lego City and Friends 25%. Marvel at 10%. And yeah, just keep voting away. Let us know why. Let us know what it is you like. I'll get it up on the screen for people to have a look at and share. I'm going to be on here for probably no more than 45 more minutes. So we'll be done by 10 p.m. UK time. And I know it's difficult. I know it's really hard to sum up the Cyber Monday in just 2 hours. But I think we're going to be able to do it. They did. They sold out all these. They did, to be fair. I mean, in all fairness, we were spoilt with Black Friday and really spoilt with the insiders, weren't they? There you are. It is. I mean, I actually got in. I got in my truck this morning, and I was driving in the pouring rain on the motorway, and I couldn't see where I was going. And I said it word for word, how I can imagine you typed that yesterday. This is the worst Cyber Monday. And I was like, ever. Boff. It sucked. So, yeah, we had lots of people in Helsinki. We had Sweden in last night. We had all sorts of other countries all around the world in last night. And now we're looking at new bits and pieces. So is anybody a fan of this? and he's just been waving to everybody for the last couple of minutes. The more you look at him, the more he does look a little bit spooky, though. I mean, it's yeah, it's a little bit spooky. But yeah, if you're a fan, you're a fan. That's the main thing, and I think it will sell well because people will have this one next to the big Groot, won't they? I think. You can see his little trunk, ankles and feet with the Technic pins and all the other built up layers and things. It works nicely. I think people will go for this. It does look like we are very, very heavily into Marvel, and by the looks of it, we've probably going to have some more Star Wars announcements coming in January. There's not just going to be those 3 sets, is there? So why we're getting Star Wars? Well, potentially now we're going to be getting the World Cup stuff, so that might take a slot that Star Wars normally comes out in, or we're going to get 3 rounds of Star Wars next year, which I can't imagine is going to be happening. We know February is going to be for Pokemon, and then January's got so much more stuff to come. It's it's quite surprised that they've, like I said, I keep saying it. It's quite surprised how many sets that they announced today that are coming in March. But if you like this one, what is that? What is that? Can anybody let me know what that is? I can't quite work out if it's a rock, if it's been stood on, if it's a box, if it's been burnt. Well, there we go. Because I don't know what it is, and I don't know what they're using for size comparison, but I can see the big chunky plant pot that they're using. But yeah, happy enough. I'm sure you guys and girls would like to put that together and build it. With regards to the height, that's what I've been looking for. It is a 1 base plate tall. And I have just noticed he has got moving eyebrows. So you can move the eyebrows to depending on where you want them. So you've got that one around the eyeball, that one up, and these 2 are pointing in slightly different direction up there as well. So you can, if you want to, raise the eyebrows up on Groot. So yes, so between Ramai and Gareth, between you 2, I think you have both perfectly summed up the Cyber Monday. Started off with a cracker, finished with a cracker, and now we are just going to move on to tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be a breather for new sets or if they are now going to start churning these new announcements out. Does he? Well, it's just good. I just want to know what that is. It's just caught my attention. I was like, I wonder what that actually is. Because clearly, that's how everybody's going to display this. I'm sure you're going to display it in a really, in its own separate room by itself with a load of foliage. I mean, you could have just displayed it with the other one that was available. Well, I suppose at least I'm not getting compared to him in a negative way. So, I mean, he's one of the biggest YouTubers in the world, so that's not too bad. But yeah, you 2 have definitely summed up the Cyber Monday experience. I don't know if we're going to be getting a breather of sets tomorrow. Wednesday, like I keep saying, I think it's going to be. Would it be sets or will it be a video? Will they? I think the sets might be too. They might be too soon. When does it actually start? It's on the 28th of August. No, it's not. That's a complete lie. Looking at something else. Where is... What's this? What is the start date for it? Because I know it's at the end of the season, obviously. So, but when does it officially start? So it starts on the 11th of June next year. January, February, March, April, May, June. So 6 months. So if they announce those sets, are they going to come out in March and then everybody be building them up? And then obviously with the stadiums and stuff that come out, because they're not going to release them when it's on. They're going to have to come out earlier, aren't they? Otherwise, blink and you miss and the tournament will be gone. So maybe, well, actually, I don't know. They can't release those in January as well. But if they're going to start showing all of the stuff off, then we're going to have to. I'm looking at the wrong thing now. I'm getting carried away. Yeah, so if anybody can find any of that information out, let us know what you find out, because it's on the official Lego Instagram page. All those bits and pieces came up, and I was intrigued. Right, talking of up, we have got Kevin and Doug. I could not tell you who is who, though, because I have never, ever seen the film. Yeah, so I could not tell you if you are Kevin or Doug, but you do look pretty cool. But why does he have a lampshade round his head? Is that a part of the film? Has he just come back from the vets? I don't know. And you got my adventure book, and you got a nice little balloon, and you got some nice bright colours. So are they doing bits and pieces with Pixar? Yes, clearly they are. Does that say up to? No, it didn't say up to. It's just up. Because that film came out years ago, didn't it? So it's 628 pieces. You got is up to 1 to 3 builders for that. So if you're a fan, the cone does come off, and it's got waggly ears as well. So I'm sure people. I can see this, to be fair, selling very, very well. I think people will be wanting to pick that up and have a bit of fun with it and just explore it and whatever else. Yeah, and that, again, that's on the 1st of March. Why are we getting everything in March? Or is the football stuff going to come out in January? And there's going to be lots of sets. And then they're going to do a whole build up to the World Cup. And it's going to be a new IP that nobody's spoken about. Because so far, apart from the Star Wars and Marvel, everything else, including the huge Mech, is coming out in March. So on to Two Little Ninjago, sort of. It's 4+, isn't it? This one, yeah, it's a 4+1. So I was going to say those legs are bizarre, but it's because they're big mold look. So you do get a cool little minifigure with this one on the left hand side, but you have got the big legs and everything. Stop him licking his war wounds. Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, what is that for? What's he doing with that cone on his head for? Yeah, I'm assuming he's well, yeah, I don't know. I've not seen the film, so I don't know what that's all about. But they haven't added. That's the best look at that character you're going to get. Ultra Bricks. We were just talking about that Ultra Bricks because I have a sneaky suspicion we might see it between Christmas and New Year. I think it's going to come out day after Boxing Day. I think they're going to make us wait for another 3 weeks, because I think there's so many sets that you still need to announce. And there's big ones that you need to announce as well, because we are going to have the big Ninjago, the big Stranger Things, and the big modular. So that's one big announcement a week at a high threshold, if all 3 of those are going to be happening. But what they always used to do is the modular was always kept under lock and key until day after Boxing Day or the day after that. And it came out between Christmas and New Year, and then everybody got really, really excited about it, because traditionally, the first set of the year to a lot of people is the modular. But now it's just basically everything is coming out in January. But a lot of the stuff, like I've been saying, looks like it's coming out in March. So we're going to have some big announcements over the next over the next week, I think you're going to be seeing my face and my annoying voice quite a lot, I think, because there's going to be lots of different sets that are going to be coming out. I'd be very, very interested to see what they do on Wednesday with the World Cup bits, because then the countdown to the World Cup will be, because that kind of makes sense. They'll have to do it in January because it'd be 6 months before the World Cup, and then it would be month 7, month 8, and then they'll probably retire it at the end of that year. So it's going to that'll have a short span. So they'll hopefully push quite a lot. Modular and the Strange Things sets releasing on the same day is going to be rough for some people. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, apparently, also the big Ninjago sets releasing on that day as well. So there's 3 big sets coming out. So I think what's going to do a lot of people over is if they come with giveaways. Because if they don't come with giveaways, you might be able to get away with just getting one or the other and then get the other one on double points if you wanted to. But if they both come with giveaways, is one of them, the modular, going to come out on the 1st? And then is Strange Things going to come out on the 3rd, for example? Because I don't know much. I don't know anything about the modular. I don't know hardly anything about the Stranger Things set either. So no, I'm intrigued to know about that. So we're now at 20 votes in the poll. Ninjago's up to 35, Star Wars at 30, 25, and 10. Right, so as Ninjago is winning, why don't we go back to the big mech? I can leave that on the screen for a couple of minutes so you guys and girls can see. Because we clicked on this a good while ago. And I'll get back up the other set that it is comparing it to, so we can do another quick comparison of this as we carry on talking about the modulars. Because how so when with regards to this is to anybody that is in the chat listening, building, and chilling out. When do you think we're going to hear about the modular? Are they going to do it sooner, or are they going to make us wait? Because the Stranger Things one, I think, will be on a it's got an embargo, isn't it? So they're not going to be able to show the Stranger Things off until, I guess, the next lot of episodes come out on Netflix. And I don't know when they are. So I'm assuming when they dump, maybe the day they dump all the episodes on Netflix will be the day that they show us the Stranger Things thing. So yeah, I don't know. But if anybody missed it, because obviously everybody's voting for the Ninjago, what you were looking at on the screen right now is an updated version of the... So do you also think that this is a much better thing? And is anybody going to be buying the modular or the Stranger Things set? Do people want that? Is that what you're going to go for? Or are you going to go in for the Ninjago stuff? Who's going to go in for what? Because are you going to order? And the other thing is, I have already thought about doing a New Year's live stream and actually seeing the January period in at midnight. A bit like what we've done with the Cyber Monday and the Black Friday, but it's just going to be me and Pumpkin here. So I think, yeah, we might do a New Year's live stream to see all the sets coming in and see all these giveaways and just how crazy is it going to be. It might just be me talking to myself, but if anybody's around, I am more than likely going to do that as well. But yeah, modular Stranger Things it's going to be an expensive time, but I definitely think that this mech is definitely an upgrade from the older one. I think they've done a corker of a job on that one. So I'll do my best not to buy anything, but those giveaways do get me. Yeah. So if the giveaways are essential to those sets, then I think a lot of people will get them. We do tend to get a we do tend to get giveaways for double points. Do we get them at the end of January? I don't know. So you might be waiting a long time to pick those sets up on double points, but everybody knows my thing. I'm going to be as strong as possible. I will not be I got my rule is unless it's a big Ninjago set or a big theme park set, like the amusement park set, I will not be buying anything new next year until I have backtracked all of the Winter Village stuff that I want. So there's the Bricklink is on there, the employee giveaway is on the employee new set that looks amazing. That's on the list. Potentially Home Alone might be on that list as well. And then I just need three smaller Winter Village sets, a white Christmas train, and then I am 100% complete on the Winter Village stuff. So that is basically how I'm going to be doing 2026. So I don't know how you're going to be doing 2026 for everybody else, but that is what my thought process is. That could change, could crumble. But yeah, we will see. Because if I go for my train track design, I've got two very old trains that I could start to build up straight away. Because I have got some older trains. So I might start on those and then build them up. Hang on. I'm just trying to hunt something down. Lego. So I can find it. I don't know if it's actually on the Lego. I don't know if it's on the website anymore. I do not know. I don't know why they do that. I'm searching by something else, and when it's done, it's taken 5 pages of search away. No. The cargo train. That is the Maastricht, I think it's called. I've got that one. I celebrate my Lego anniversary on January 1st every year by going to the Lego store for new releases. The new modular I'll get unless it's another museum. And don't laugh, it'll be the second. What you got? You got two? You got 2 museums already? So the next Strange Thing episode comes out on the 26th. So can they show off the Stranger Things set until the 26th? Because that's getting very close to modular territory. Then I think like what Shibo said, I think a lot of people do have it where they do go to the Lego store and they want that modular in hand. Yeah, I think that's what people are looking for. That's what people are hoping for. They just want it in hand and they just want to start building it on New Year's Day. And I think that's what people really like to do. I know of a load of people that went up there last year, and I'm sure they had a lovely time going up there and getting those bits and pieces. And I'm assuming it was just being chaotic as ever to get whatever set that it is that you wanted to get and pick up. But for me, yeah, I'm gonna stay strong best I can. But don't forget though, like I said, my ruling is a big Ninjago set or a big amusement park set. And apparently on the 1st of January, there is supposed to be a big Ninjago set coming out. So depending on how nice that looks, that might be added to the list early, or it won't be added to the list for a long, long time until double points come out. And then I don't have to worry about it too much. I've just gone through the no, it's not on there. I've just tried to look on the Lego website for a lot of different bits and pieces in the background, and there's nothing there that I was trying to find out. So live platinum. Oh, that's the Star Trek thing, isn't it? I guarantee nobody's obviously got the fish. Here we go. It's still there. It is still available at #4. Oh, 2nd anniversary. Oh, so it'll be the 2nd time that you're going there. Oh, why not? That's all right. Yeah, it shouldn't be another museum. I don't actually know what this new modular is called anymore. I don't know if Ultra Bricks knows what it's called. I don't know if Sean knows what it's called. what I thought it was called, is now the employee giveaway, isn't it? So I don't actually know what that is called. So yeah, you guys and girls are gonna have to fill me in on that. So basically, we have covered all the bits and pieces that have been announced today, and these are the offers that are left. That's it. So it's for the. Don't forget, Cyber Monday also finishes off these. So if you want to get any of these in a sale, this is what you've got left, and this is basically your last chance of getting some. So we'll just quickly go through some of these. They're all clear as day. What all of them are. None of them are on back order. So Durburg is still available. Moana is still available. The shuttle aircraft is still available. We know the back order of this was still the 16th, so that's the same. I don't think anybody is going to get the. Well, to be fair, I was about to say I don't think they're going to get it until it goes on double points, but it kind of makes sense getting it now with the massive sale that's running. And it's the same thing with this. So this is obviously down to 295. That is on the 16th of January as well. But there is also sale stock in. So these are the sales. So we know that a lot of these are on back order. A lot of these are going quickly. These are the sales that are going to carry on running. So yeah, the Santa Struck is still there. So these are going to carry on running up until Christmas. You're going to planning to winterize the A-frame cabin. Think it will go nicely? Yeah, see, I started to do that on mine, and then I stopped. But I think if I fully committed and put snow everywhere on it, I think it would have done the trick. So I don't actually have a home for that at the moment. So I am thinking that might be done as a test. But how are you thinking of doing yours though? What are you going to do? You're going to, because I think it needs to go on a white base plate, really, doesn't it, rather than the green that it's on, and then just snow as much as possible. But yeah, I was going to start on the roof. I took all the brown off, and I've actually got a lot of white mixed in with the brown. But I think I might just take all of the brown off, not have any brown on show, and just have all of the have it all on all the white on there. But that's something that I haven't yet done. But when I do the video on Thursday, or between Thursday and the weekend, it'll be uploaded by the weekend. I might just have the A-frame cabin as this is a still to do thing, and see if I can get it added in somewhere else. And again, depending on if I can get the Bricklink set today or tomorrow, it'd be tomorrow now, I would imagine. If I can actually find one of them and get it ordered, I'd like to have that by the weekend. And then I can just tuck into that next week and just enjoy it. But yeah, that'd just be a wait and see job. So the Marvel logo is still there. Again, 20% off, $71.99. These are literally, when it's gone, it's gone. So what we're looking at now has nothing to do with Black Friday, Cyber Monday, nothing. It is just, this is the stuff that is going, and when it's gone, it's disappeared. And then we know that there's loads and loads and loads of new coming out. There's the Hagrid plush. So yeah, there's a lot to sort of soak in. There's a lot to take in as well. But I think we're going to start to wrap it up, because there's nothing else now new. There's nothing else to crack on and carry on and talk about. We've covered all the basics. It's like I said, it's only going to be a shorter one tonight than what it was last night. So I think everybody, I think we are done. So let's end the poll. So the winner of the poll was Ninjago, 15th anniversary. You see that pop up now. And then Star Wars was at 30, Lego Friends was at 25. So we had 20 people take part, which is nice, especially on a horrible, wet, windy Monday evening. Let me know what you are going to do with your A-frame cabin, because I had the exact same idea, but I can't quite get my head round how I haven't, because I'm just putting tiles on it, and I don't think it looks clean enough for me. So give me some inspiration with what I could do for that A-frame. Have a think and let me know, and I will see if there is anything I can do for mine, because it needs a home. It does need a home. I'll keep the trees, obviously the others, but just the actual cabin itself, it does need a home. So, guys, that is it, and I am done. So, if you could like the video, that'd be fantastic, and obviously subscribe to the channel, that'd be good. But let me know in the comments when your bits and pieces arrive. We'll go live again later on in the week. I'll be either doing a live stream build or doing something like this, just to basically catch up on all these bits and pieces. There's loads of stuff going to be happening between now and well, probably now and the end of the week. So I will go live. It won't. Maybe tomorrow for I was going to say maybe tomorrow for a build, but I haven't actually got anything to build. So it'll possibly be Wednesday or Thursday next. If it's Wednesday, it will be only for an hour on a Wednesday. If not, it will be another long one on Thursday to catch back up with everything. So it'll be Wednesday will be a 9 p.m. UK time, but I don't think I'm actually going to have time to do it. So I would imagine there's potential that on Thursday I might do the double. I might do a live stream build earlier on in the evening and then do a live late. So we might do a double on Thursday, but we will see. So we'll just see what the news brings, and then we'll just basically tuck in and go from there, because we are going to have quite a lot to look at and obviously quite a lot to talk about as well. So let me know in the next live stream when your sale stuff comes in. Let me know if you pick anything up on the last minute from the Cyber Monday or anything that's running in the sale. Whoever picks up Willy Wonka, then obviously let me know. But keep us up to date with how everybody's getting on, and I will catch up with you all on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye, bye, bye.